it foggy outside. All the planes have been grounded. Ain't the fire inside? Let's all go stand around it. Funny, I've been there, and you've been here. We ain't had no time to drink that beer.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sandman podcast. I am your host, Brian W. Tosh, joined as always by our resident hack checker, Oliver Fullington.
Yep.
Our producer and co-host, El Hilo del Hack, Tyler Fullington. And the man whose stories got stories, the hardcore icon. He's got 99 problems, but bananas ain't one. The Sandman. Hack, how the hell is it going today?
T-minus 336 hours.
Wow, we're getting footballed up here. We are jonesing a little bit.
2 weeks, baby.
For 2 weeks away.
Cowboys opening up.
Somebody do that math.
I don't know if that's right.
I used my phone.
Yeah, where's your work at?
Show your work. Yes.
68 hours to a week.
Okay. We are getting closer here. Cannot wait for football season. Obviously, Eagles' expectations are through the roof here this season. And when you start off with the Cowboys, man, I mean, that's a game like, oh, God, we got to get this one in. Because the new coach for them, I would love to beat him in his first game and just set the tone.
Schedule is no fucking joke, man.
No, it's not. I mean, we got a tough schedule. And, Chiefs week 2. It's
Dude,
not...
Cowboys, Chiefs, Rams, our first 3 games of the week. Like,
right.
And then in Tampa, which hasn't been too pleasant to us either.
Dude, and it don't get much easier
and
for
Denver at home, I think, is up and coming, so they're going to be
Denver's
pretty good.
got a great defense.
It
Yeah.
goes to say something about how strong they think our team is. You don't go back-to-back in Super Bowls. Kansas City did it, but before then, it was Miami the last one?
New England.
New England.
In the early 2000s?
Yeah.
Right,
New England.
Yeah, I think they
back to back. So
I think they might have went
it's
back to
hard,
back
dude.
twice.
What are we, 7-1? I think I heard 7-1 today.
I haven't
We were
looked at
second
the
at
odds
7-1.
recently.
Who's
but
the favorite?
They didn't say.
I think it's the Ravens.
The Ravens?
Well, yeah, I
Are
can
the
see
favorite?
the Ravens being that, or Detroit.
Really?
It's us. It's us and Baltimore, and we're right up there.
Let me take a look here for these for NFL
as I know,
here.
but yeah, the first couple weeks, I also
It is Baltimore. They're plus 650.
And we're 7?
We're tied with the Bills at plus 750.
The Bills, yeah. We all forgot
Chiefs are plus 8. Lions are at plus 1,000. Packers are plus 19. Wow, that's interesting. They're up there.
well,
And
yeah, I mean they're right. What about the Rams?
the Rams are plus 2,000. They're with the Commanders.
Well, that's probably because they don't know what
They think
Stafford's
Stafford's going to get hurt at some point.
I think
Yeah.
it was the Bills,
This is what that's
Detroit, and
telling
Baltimore
me.
were the 3 teams that were averaged over 30 points last year.
Yeah,
I
but
think I heard that stat.
Lions lost their offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator, so we'll
We
see
have
what happens.
to. We did too.
Right, and
That's
we
true,
and we collapsed.
Yeah,
we
that's
lost.
true.
Well, yeah. So I mean, we'll see.
That's interesting, though, that both the Bills and the Ravens are favored over us, and neither one of those teams has gotten over the hump yet.
Dude, it's our schedule. It's got to
And we
be.
were Cinderella, freaking no injuries. Yesterday, like our last practice, I don't know. I guess guys were like, I'm not practicing or something, because there was like 25 guys that were injured yesterday.
Yeah, which is
This guy's
fine.
finger, it was like ridiculous.
Yeah, couple guys with knickknacks here or there. Don't even bother. Like,
No,
they're-
for what?
They're veterans. They know what the deal is or whatever. But with this first game, I don't know.
And I'm worried about our wide receivers.
Juiced.
Well, Brown hasn't really done anything yet,
He
so
hasn't
it's,
practiced at all in
Yeah.
3 weeks.
Man's a horse. He's fine.
he is fine.
I have no worries about. The only thing that worries about me
We
is
went and got somebody else, didn't we?
we did.
Didn't somebody get hurt yesterday? Another wide
Yeah,
receiver?
Johnny Wilson. He's
Johnny
out for the
Wilson
year.
is out for the year. Yeah.
Yeah.
He wasn't going to do anything.
So luckily we got that guy the week before.
Well, he's going to be like a third or fourth receiver.
Yeah, now I think that locks up Darius Cooper's spot on the team. Johnny Wilson being hurt.
Probably does.
Yeah.
So we're talking deep Eagles there.
I mean, they made
Big Darius Cooper guy over here. I like that kid.
So
I mean,
that
that injury made the decision for them.
Yeah, literally.
And that Mechie dude is pretty good for the Texans when he had to fill in. So we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. But
the first game, I don't know. What do you? I love that it's the Cowboys.
Ty's betting against us.
And
He's going to bet the Cowboys.
no,
I
you can't
can't.
bet. You stay away, even if you like
I'm
the
not
Cowboys.
gonna. I can't put cold green money on the
What's the
Cowboys.
line? Is
But
anyone even
it's like
tell?
seven.
It's like us
tied.
6.5.
Yeah, it's one of the higher
I
lines.
take it in the first half. Definitely.
It's one of the higher lines of the week. I mean, we got to start. We got the Survivor pool too. I know you guys were.
yeah.
We got to
I
hop
forgot
in.
about
Wait,
that.
how many people were out in the first week?
A ton. You got to take your bye week one. Every year I take the bye week
I
one.
will never take a bye week
I'm
one.
safe
I'm
and sound
never doing it.
into week 2. One of you guys will be out week 1 if you don't take the
I think
bye.
I might
No,
have been.
you just got to take a strong team at home.
There's really not that many. Look at week
You gotta
1
look at the
slate. I'm
games.
telling you, it's not. The highest line of the week is Denver at home taking on the Titans. That's at 7.5.
Yeah, which I
like, but I don't love.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
But yeah, I
First game.
don't know. What do you?
Talking week 1 lines like degenerates.
I know.
It's
Well,
not even,
I was-
we're not even out of August, and we're talking week 1
basically
lines.
We don't even have a sports betting sponsor.
We're basically
Yeah.
betting preseason.
Well,
Yeah, well, you're.
Dude, look how close we were last year in our first 4 games to being 1-3.
I know.
If
Seriously,
it
I
wasn't
mean,
for what's the name returning that punt
yeah,
in that one game.
yeah, and like things went one way.
we returned
Nobody
the punt.
returned a punt.
Not-
It was Saquon
it
in the
was
Saints
Saquon,
game,
yeah.
busting the long one.
So I thought it was return.
There wasn't a punt.
I heard it on the radio.
Yeah, I don't remember
And
that.
there's no kickoff returns.
But I don't know.
either.
I
I
was
didn't say kickoff return.
He got
said a punt.
He got hot right there. He got shoot
Don't
hot.
make me more wrong.
I don't know. I love.
I'm wrong enough as it is on my head.
Speaking of shoot hot, though, I got pretty hot at our boy Gunk, who was sitting front row at Raw, and
He was that big doofy dude.
he was the Sideshow.
with the bald hair on his top of his head with the gorgeous
Sideshow
black
Bob,
chick
yeah.
next to him.
Yeah, if you see Sideshow Bob guy on Raw this past week, that was our boy Gunk.
Figure out that. Please go back and rewind
In
and
between
look
Michael
at him
Cole
and
and-
her and think of what he has to have that girl.
But Gunk, a Hack called you out apparently for not rocking a Sandman shirt at Raw, and one of my buddies in a group text also called you out for not
Well,
rocking a
that's
set.
bad. To
So-
other people outside.
Other
of the
outsiders.
inner circle.
Yeah, my buddy Freeze said
Shame.
what? Yeah,
Shame.
Yeah.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Shame.
Naked and start walking around the block.
So Gunk, how was Raw's war though? Raw's Gunk. What was Raw like on Monday?
How'd you get the damn seats?
It was fucking amazing. I mean, that was the best seats in the house for sure.
Literally.
Yeah, it was sick. Paulie shouted out Hack like first segment. That was cool.
Yeah, I get a good pop for that or what?
Yeah, because I mean he was the first one, so
I mean, because you can tell, like, you can hear it a little bit, like, when you're listening to the clip, but it's nothing.
you probably
like
heard
when
me.
you're
I
in
was
there.
going crazy when he said it. But yeah, he went on a little spiel about ECW. It was super cool. And then my favorite part was Jey Uso came out at the end with the shopping cart and dressed like New Jack. He had the shirt cut up like New Jack. He had the bandana on. I was like, all right, that's a pretty cool homage. I can get down with that. And then, Jesus Christ, I don't know if you guys saw Braun Breaker took an insane bump on the shopping cart.
Dude, why
Yeah.
would you do? Why
Did you
would
see
you
that?
set yourself up for that spot? Why would he hit you with that?
I thought he was fucked
I
up.
would kick you in the stomach and be like, "No, dude, I'm not going to send you over onto the cart."
I think it was a miscommunication. Here's what I thought happened. I thought maybe Jay was like, go over but stay on the apron. And Braun just like did a full out and just like landed on the
I thought he
fucking
got
shopping
fucked up
cart.
from first
Yo,
looking
bro,
at it.
every time he's out there, he takes a clothesline over the top rope. He always get that's like standard shit. You know what I'm saying for him? You know, dude, he could have blown out a leg. He could have broken his leg easily.
Oh yeah,
on that
I thought he
shopping
did. I thought he did because Jey Uso had to like go for a minute. He was just yeeting chairs into the fucking ring. He was
went
just
over
buying
to him and
time.
he was like, all right, let me go take a walk around the other side of the ring.
And he just started, I swear to God, it was like 20 chairs he yeeted into the ring, and the crowd was going.
Because we were in commercial, and he was getting.
He was yeeting chairs into the ring.
That was great.
One by one,
for him to get his shit together. You know what I mean? That's beautiful stuff.
Yeah, it was.
Your boy time.
It was definitely on the fly, good thinking, and the rest of the show was good. I mean, it was a pretty good Raw. I'm definitely biased. I was front row. I had a pretty good seat, but Penta.
Yeah, isn't that a little bit too close though sometimes?
Nah, I don't know. I feel like I could see everything. I think it was good.
Well, I know you could see everything. Maybe too close to see everything.
Yeah, I was peeking
see
over.
Everything missing.
I was looking over at Michael Cole's notes and stuff, and then
I stole what's his name's notes at the Philadelphia Spectrum 100 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
Me and Ruben was with
What,
him.
Gorilla?
Yeah, he got stuck to Gary Michael Capetta. He got hit. He got hit. He was a ring announcer. He got hit. He took a bump out the thing. I reached over. Me and Rubes were I think we were in the second row. Reached over, took the paper, and ran.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. Yeah, and then Cooper DeJean and Big Dom sat next to me with the Lombardi trophy, and that was...
Dude, did you get a picture with the thing?
I mean, I wasn't going to bother the guys. Dude, there was a bunch of marks running up and like, I love the Eagles. Like, yeah, no shit. Like, I wasn't going to bother the guy. Like, I'm not I like wrestling more than I like football. I was marking out over Michael Cole more than fucking Cooper DeJean.
We let this dude in our
But yeah, all right, guys.
Yikes.
Well, Gunk,
How could you not touch the thing?
Hold on, Gunk. I also had to call out. You were at NXT on Tuesday.
That is true.
But you had to leave early because you had a tummy ache.
I had tummy ache.
You cannot be at a wrestling show with a tummy ache. You got to get to home base for that.
It's a violation,
How
dog.
did you get the tickets? That's what I wanted to know.
I'm the Gunk. Come on.
That's a great answer, but I want a real answer.
Through
Friend
my
of a
means.
friend.
A friend of a
No,
friend.
because you said to me, you're like, I can't believe I scored that when I asked you about the shirt. Your exact response was, I didn't know I was going to score these seats.
Yeah.
So how did you score the seats? What did you mean?
I might have been working with the WWE to a certain extent, but I don't want to say.
Wow.
It's not name dropping.
I don't want to say.
Wow.
I don't want to say what I was doing because
right now.
He's big time.
I'll tell you off air. I'm the Gunk. That's all I gotta say.
Wow. Well, it was great. It was great seeing your mug on Raw.
Throwing a great teaser out there.
Yeah. Well, he's big timing us now. He's a big time guy.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
We're-
Tune into reactions
Yeah,
to find out.
reactions. Next time, plug it for us. Jesus Christ. I mean, you're over here, turncoat, rocking the other.
Yeah,
Yeah,
even with a
turncoat.
little cliffhanger.
He's a secret double agent. This guy here. He's the mole. He's like, wow. How about that?
The mole.
Yeah, the mole.
Donnie Brasco?
Yes, Donnie
I'm secretly
Brasco.
working.
We're gonna have to frisk you for bugs when you walk
Yeah,
in there next time.
seriously.
Shame.
It's like, yeah, shame. It was great seeing it, though. That was awesome, man. I mean, you really can't get better seats for a wrestling show than that.
Better looking girl.
Yeah. Stop lusting after Gunky's girl. It's just great.
I don't know. Just some shit is just amazing to me.
This week on the show, we watched 4 episodes of ECW Hardcore TV, episodes 277 to 280. ECW Hardcore TV, Hack, this was a giant thing for the company because at this point in time, like, you don't have DVDs out there. There's no internet. And getting on TV matters. And the local television that you guys were on, WGTW Channel 48 here in Philadelphia, that's how I first started consuming ECW, was through these Hardcore TV episodes late at night on Friday and Saturday night. And it just blew your mind when you first saw ECW versus other wrestling. And
Was it on like 10 o'clock then?
yeah, it was on late, man.
Like 2?
Nah, I wasn't up that late.
I
but it
remember
was-
Channel 48.
Yeah, Channel 48. It was just kind of, you know.
Like 10 o'clock,
It was
midnight, something like that.
1729 and 48 back way back in the day.
Right. And like for you locally, being on the local TV and doing wrestling that's on the television, like what was that for you? That you didn't.
No, it's cool because that's what you wanted to do your whole life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was cool like that, but nobody was watching it.
Very few people. And you guys were on the Sunshine Network in Florida. You had some.
The ratings were good in Florida.
And you had some reach with the MS.
Because they were way more trained in Florida through the years. You know what I'm saying? More
Right.
than like Philadelphia. Philadelphia was stuck with Vince shit the whole time. You know what I mean? Florida was rocking and rolling.
Right.
Fucking in the 70s, 80s, 90s.
Yeah, the Florida Championship Wrestling,
Yeah.
and then the other you guys had was MSG Network in New York.
New York, yeah.
So you had
Channel 11. We were on WOR at one point also.
really?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys had distribution. You were getting out there,
But we were paying for every channel. They weren't paying us.
right? So you're paying
Not one of them was paying us. We were paying them.
to be on TV
Yeah.
until you guys finally got the TNN deal in
We
'99.
had no sponsors. We had no big sponsors. It was just bleeding the company dry.
I know it's
Which,
crazy.
who knows which was probably the plan.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
hard to sponsor that at that point. I mean,
I know, and if you look at
Well,
it
yeah,
too,
because we're so hardcore beating shit out of women and everything.
Yeah, like, I don't know.
Are you gonna be like Charmin when you go, or you know?
nobody would want to be
like,
associated with that brand. But like,
Right.
but the other thing too, it's like it's amazing that like this was on network television. They're chanting "you fucked up" and they're pile driving women and they're
she's
it's
a
like,
crack whore.
she's show your tits chants
Yeah.
and
We're so ahead of our time.
I know
It's
it's
just
it's
ridiculous.
just like crazy to me that this was on not cable or HBO or something. This was on regular, just flipping the channels television, and people landing on this is like,
Yeah, you
whoa.
had like Jerry Springer and ECW.
ECW, and
Well, we were paying, and obviously they didn't have anybody else to pay, or they back then.
Well,
they
not
had
in that
a lot of-
time slot, especially.
Dude, half those channels back then, half of them would be religious like shows.
I know they're like
Straight
the
religious.
network's like we might as well get paid to air something instead of paying somebody else.
yeah, there you go.
We'll make up for it. With these guys. Yeah.
Yeah, but and you
Who
balance
cares
out.
what the hell they're? Yeah, 'cause
Right, we'll put them on at
the
midnight
show
and say
before
fuck
and
it.
after are about God and preaching and shit, but that in between hour and the cookie.
You balance out your sinning with the ECW with the religious sandwich there.
Yeah, you pray beforehand and say, I apologize, I'm about to watch this.
Then
And then you watch it, and then you say,
pray
please,
again.
Yeah.
please God, forgive
because
me.
you
Yeah.
jerked off to Beulah.
Please God, forgive me, I have sinned. I was-
you atone for your sins because you looked at Dawn Marie. So this show, the first show started off with ECW Arena for this one, and Joey and Shane Douglas are on commentary. The show started off with a Lance Storm and Chris Candido match, and this is following Heatwave '98, so a lot of the angles are playing off of that. We just watched that a couple weeks ago. And Storm's in the ring, and he's cutting a promo, and he's saying that Sonny is barred from ringside due to WWF
Watch, spot, run.
contract.
Run, spot, run.
What do you mean?
The way he's delivering this,
Oh,
this
it's
promo
the-
here.
well, Lance Storm, not a great promo guy, right?
Wow.
I mean, yeah, not his forte. But he was saying that Sonny's barred from
He was
ringside.
trying, though.
He was,
Yeah, he was trying.
and this was something that the crowd was invested in this angle. You could tell. Sonny was super over, and Candido was over throughout.
Yeah, it was a
He
good
looked
angle.
like a Greek god there. God, he was ripped.
Who? Candido or Storm?
Dude, they were both fuck- yeah, they
Oh,
were
yeah, man, both.
Yeah, but Candido was like,
Giant,
for like,
massive,
yeah, for like his frame, yeah.
and he was all over these four
Dude, if
shows.
he was like 3 inches taller, he would have been like the WWE champion at that time.
Oh
Probably.
yeah, I mean, he just. We've talked about this.
Well, he was a tag champ.
Yeah, he was
know
with the
what I
Body Donis. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we've talked about this before. Candido's work, where there wasn't anything he couldn't do. He could do comedy. He could do hardcore. He could
He
do.
was so 70s. It was great.
Yeah.
He made my Elite Eight, just saying.
Oh, so I calling out his hackett last week. This was a clipped match, and a lot of these matches are clipped matches, so I'm not really going to give out.
Dude, I got this close to text you. I'm like, why are we highlighting a highlight?
Because
Well, you got to
these
see two other of the matches in there.
These are
so-
I got
television.
to fast forward through the parts I want to fast forward.
These are television matches, and that's the vibe that you got when you're watching the television. Like it's 3-match setup for the most part, one longer one, and a lot of clip matches. So there was a couple things I want to call out for this. There was a great DDT sell by Candido here in this match, man. That was amazing. There was a really good Rana and a flying headbutt by Candido.
There's a bunch of shit.
Storm did an awesome powerbomb counter landing on his feet, which I was just like, man, landing that was awesome. Candido pulled Pee Wee into a corner on a splash, and then Lance Storm pulled out the knucks, but Candido cut him off, and he used a chain, and then Pee Wee was up for a 2 count, and he slapped Storm with the house mic. Storm then on the top rope hit him low with the house mic when Candido was going for the blonde bombshell, and he hit him with a suplex off the top for the win. Really fun opener. I enjoyed this for what it was.
Yeah, it just reinvigorates like all the thing like that I say constantly. Like, dude, just timing is so key when you're working. Like these two dudes, when you're watching it, like it's not only like sell and you're waiting there 3 Mississippi for a guy there. It's like, no, when I turn around, you should be right there with me. Like, this is watching these shows back again. It's just me reiterating like the timing and like the selling is just such a lost art in the business now that you appreciate it so much more when you watch it now. It's just, it doesn't have to be the best match, but when it flows together and the timing's good, it really makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
You got to understand too. That's kind of almost like an AEW match is now. Like, well, they were just into the Attitude Era right now, right? Isn't it like 98?
Yeah, it's the Attitude
So what
Era.
are they, a year or so into the Attitude Era, you know? But before that started, I forgot my train of thought.
You're talking about how it's kind of like an AW match?
Well, yeah, because those guys are in there working their asses off, and other companies aren't doing that.
No, they're not.
You're not seeing that match except like in Japan.
Well,
or something.
No, it's kind of like you have it now. It's like maybe a little bit before WWE's Attitude Era,
Right.
you had
'Cause they were
they're not
plumbers.
doing what you guys are doing, and it's kind of the difference now that you see with WWE and AEW.
Yeah, I would say, Hack, though, to counter that a little bit, is WCW was doing a lot of heavy work rate stuff on the undercards of their shows. So the top card would be like Piper, Savage, Hogan. They're not doing anything. But on the undercards, everybody be working their ass off, and they didn't really care what you did. So you'd be seeing stuff like Ultimo Dragon and Regal
Yeah, all those
and
guys
Ray.
that came through ECW.
Yes, like 90% of them had a cup of coffee in ECW, right? So, Ollie, what did you think of the match?
I mean, dude, from like everything that I saw of it, it was really good. I really wish I was able to, like, we were able to see like the full match from bell to bell, because from the highlights that I was watching, it looks better than the last full match that we watched.
The
theirs.
Heatwave match.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like this was really, really good from everything that I saw of it.
Yeah. Hack, any other thoughts on the match?
No, it's a good match. My only thing is, I mean, because I look at these two guys and I'm like, I'm not going to really have to write much down.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I put the pen down and I'm like, all right, let me
Just enjoy it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And then Pee Wee pissed me off because he totally gave away that spot.
He
where
did. He got in there way too early.
Yeah, I was like, Pee Wee, what are you doing?
He stooged off the spot.
Totally.
Yeah. Ty, any other thoughts on the match?
No, I think after that, I don't know, they cut a promo. Lance Storm was like, yeah, you guys said I couldn't use the mic. Like, referring to him, like, talking or whatever.
was
But he meant,
backstage.
like,
Yeah.
but he meant, like,
Albert.
using it in the ring.
It was a
and
good
where he
pun.
low-blowed him.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, that's right. I
Yeah.
did like that.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
the best
right.
thing you guys ever done.
yeah, it's like, that's the best promo he's ever cut.
That was big.
Fucking
Yeah,
one
right.
line.
Yeah, you guys said I couldn't use the mic. Well,
Well, because he's acknowledging it, right? And he's saying, what are you going to say about me now? And,
Yeah.
Well,
Exactly.
that's why he probably asked for the mic.
yes.
You know what I'm saying, Paul? Well, yeah, go ahead. Bury yourself if you want.
After that, there was an amazing intro for Hardcore TV, and I love that they had a call out. They said, "Where athletes don't get beat up by Jay Leno," because this
That
was
was a
right,
good line.
This was right after Hogan had the tag match with Jay Leno on the One Road Wild pay-per-view for
Jay Leno's a
WCW.
big dude. He's not your typical.
Wait,
Hollywood guy.
sorry, I didn't mean to go back to whatever you were saying, but do you think, I don't know, because Lance was always in fucking tags, that Paulie, since he was going solo and doing this whole thing, that Paulie like wanted him to talk on the mic more? Because like, dude, you're
Definitely.
gonna be a singles worker, like,
You need to get over that.
Yeah.
You need to go out, throw him in the deep end of the pool, see what he has.
and be like, you don't have a partner now to talk for you. So like,
Yeah.
if this is gonna be that, you know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt that at all, Ty. Up next on the show, Joey was joined by Shane Douglas and Franny, and Shane's on the commentary for all of these shows. And
Dude,
Shane
the
right
only
now, Shane right now has the elbow injury, right? So he's not able to work.
What's
but he's-
injured? The guy uses that arm doing this, that. He's all over the place.
But he just had
His arm
elbow
is
surgery,
hilarious.
and he's not able to like work.
Oh, he bends. It's a joke.
But he still has the belt, and so he's trying to. Involving Shane as the commentator during this time period is keeping him involved in the storylines and making sure that he's still a focal point of the shows, even though he's not able to actually work. And I know we ripped him last time for his Heatwave commentary. I thought he was a lot better on these shows than he was on Heatwave.
Yeah, you know why? Because they were just. Didn't you notice when I heard him? I was like, is that Rick Rude? Or
That's what I said. I said the exact same thing. I was like,
Because
is that
Rick Rude
rude?
used to talk in concise sentences, no little and this and that. And it seems like they cut out all the little gibberish in between, and they just gave us the strong point that he said.
Dude, it's so funny you said that because I was going to bring up. It sounded like he had It sounded like he had like a soundboard, and it was just like hit this, and it was like say phrase. And like,
I can't believe we all thought the same thing.
Like literally, I'm like, it sounded like he was like hitting just a soundboard, and it was like Shane comment 1, Shane comment 2.
It was definitely a lot like better because he wasn't rambling on, but it's so. But he sounds so like 70s commentary when he's commentating. Like he's just like so hokey, pointing out like the exact obvious. Like it's
he had a couple good lines on the shows, but yeah, he didn't.
It was better though.
It was better than
It was definitely better.
He's not doing that live.
No, I know it's pre-taped.
You know what I'm saying? He's doing that, watching that. He's got time to watch it before and all that shit. You
Right,
know what I mean?
and that
I think really they might have done what Ty said.
Well, it speaks
It
to
really was that concise.
it speaks to the fact that when he was
I gotta
live,
ask him about that. You gotta remind me to ask him about that.
it speaks to the fact that when he was live doing the pay-per-view, and we watched Heatwave on the commentary versus this, that you have the editing time to edit down.
I was like, well, that ain't happening.
Paul Heatwave was like, that was the shit.
Up next on the show was
Love you, Shane.
Up next on the show was Sabu taking on Taz. And there was a great sign that said, "Forget Goldberg, remember Taz" in the crowd. And this was a clip match.
Fucking Taz, Mark.
This was clipped. There was a point where Taz had him in a single leg by the Eagle's Nest. And then Bam Bam ran in, and it got changed to a three-way dance on the fly with pinfalls anywhere in the building. So that was interesting. They did some...
Pretty
15 minutes in,
the ECW standard.
My first
Yes.
note is this is too long. But I don't know what
The angle.
reason what they're doing.
Right.
I'm like, dude, come on. It's not gonna go on.
Right. And there's some cool table spots. And Joey's still trying to get the Brooklyn boot over.
Oh my god! Every time he says it, I'm like, ugh.
It ain't getting over, Joey.
I know. He was like, oh, he Brooklyn Sabu. Sabu gives him a stop, and Taz gives him a Brooklyn boot. It's like, what the fuck's the difference?
Nothing.
Like,
Nothing at
Yeah,
all.
it's not like his finish.
Or he loaded it up like
Yeah.
freaking the Sheik.
Yeah, there was no
or
loaded.
something.
There was a lot of submissions. The match was a lot of, like, one guy has a guy in a submission, then the other guy broke it up, and that was kind of like the formula for
I'll
this.
tell you what. Once Bam Bam got in there, though, I was like, this is a hell of an interesting three-way. that
It
you
was
got
interesting, the
going on right
dichotomy
here.
of it, and Bam Bam had some really stiff power bombs to Sabu in this, man.
Oh, dude, the one. Oh, my God.
I was like, oh, God.
I don't know if
Yeah,
Sabu
he
fucking stiffed him or something like that because he fucked him up with a chair shot too.
Yeah, he
On the
did.
one-
Oh, the one he threw across
Yeah.
the court was like
Yeah.
6-7 feet away.
I was like,
Yeah.
could have been a little receipt.
Yeah.
Well, that's what Shane. That's what the automated Shane said on it. Like, fucking,
Shane AI will call it.
yeah, fucking, that's what Shane AI said. You ever heard of receipt, Joey?
Yeah. And another thing is, did you notice in the three-way, there wasn't a guy outside the ring for 5 minutes?
Nope. It was constant involvement,
That's a
involvement.
three-way.
There was some sick suplexes by Taz, and Taz was just...
Yeah, but all right, here's another thing. There's a big, all right, I didn't even make this note. I can't even believe I remembered it. Now, if you take the way Lance is doing the same move that Taz is doing, but when he's doing it to Candido, once he gets him up to, like, here, he lets go of him. Taz holds on to you and will drop you on your head like you're in a Japanese match. You know what I mean? There's a let go time that you gotta let go. You know what I mean? The guy, like guys like Ospreay and like Kenny Omega. All right, those are the guys you drop on your head. You know what I mean? But because that's what they do all the time. But Taz needed to let go of the guys, I think.
But that was also his style, though, Hack. I mean, if you're telling the Steiner...
Dropping people on their head?
Yeah, if you're telling the Steiner brothers to not wrestle that way, you know what I mean?
But let go of him to at least let his body get over.
I know, but
Once
I think...
you get it, don't hold him in
Yeah,
there
but
because
I-
that's a totally different
I know
move.
what-
I think
I know
Tosh
what
is-
you're saying
I think
is-
Tosh is saying that like Taz wants it to look that way.
Yes. I think it was... I know your intention as a wrestler is to always keep the guy safe in the ring with you, and it's much safer to do the let-go method. But I think Taz's style was trying to drop people on their head.
Yeah,
And I know
I
that's
agree
not...
with you. Yeah.
I know that's not safe.
Well, and it's not what the locker room thought either.
What? You're saying the locker room was...
No, they don't want to be dropped on their head.
Well, no shit. They all hated him.
When you're going in there with one of those guys, though, that's like their style. And I understand the very first thing as a wrestler, your number one priority should be to make sure that your opponent is safe in the ring, right? But at the same time, like, that's the style that he worked. You're telling me from a worker's perspective, you didn't want to work guys like that.
I don't like. Nobody does that to me. How often you see me take that move?
I don't think I've ever seen you.
No.
No one can get your fat ass up.
Somebody's like, we doing this?
Yo,
Yeah.
Tracy got him up for a nice hip toss later in this.
Lift me if you can. That's what you said.
I ain't going for that. I don't want to be dropped because I already broke my neck. I don't know if I had my neck broken. At this
You
point.
did. It happened in 95. This is 98. Taz was just completely no-selling some chair shots, and he refused to break up the submission. That was a really cool spot when he flipped them off.
I did. I was wondering what that spot meant. Taz finger.
Yeah, that
Chair
was cool.
Spot, Taz finger. Good.
That was fucking cool. I really like that. And then Sabu came out with a spike, and he just started stabbing
That was
everybody. It's just really fun
That's good
stuff.
shit.
And then they were just slugging it out, and then we get the 30-minute draw. And it was kind of fun. I wish we got to see the whole match. And the reason for the 30-minute draw is to play into the handicap match, basically, that Rob has with the Dudleys later. So it's like one ongoing storyline. So like maybe at this first...
Half of me also thought none of them wanted to put the other one over.
Well, that's definitely true too, Ty. Because then you're like, well, who's doing the job here?
Yeah.
And it's three guys who probably didn't want to do the honors.
I know. I'm looking at it like.
How do we book our way out of this? 30-minute draw. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But-
like easy.
Yeah.
I get Rob to get his ass kicked all night.
Well, but
I don't think like Bammer or Sabu would have a problem putting each other over, but none of them want to put Taz over, and Taz doesn't want to put either of them over.
Well, and both of them had previously put Taz
Taz
over.
can't really lose.
He can't. That's his whole gimmick.
He can't lose.
Right. His whole gimmick is he
loses.
can't.
He's done unless he loses the fucking God or fucking Godzilla or something. You know what I'm saying? But his career, he's done that.
Yeah. But it also, this match and then the Jerry Lynn RVD match play into the Dudleys. And
I always told you about that match.
Yeah.
That Rob brings the best out of that dude.
So up next on the show, we have Jerry Lynn taking on RVD. Oh, first, before we get into that, what were you guys, Ollie, any other thoughts on the three-way match?
No, I mean, I thought it was good for what it was.
Yeah. Hack, any other notes?
Oh, yeah. That was too long. Taz dropping Sabu on his head.
Yeah. And Ty, anything else? No.
No, we already said it.
Up next on the show was RVD taking on Jerry Lynn, and man, this was a match.
This is another one. All right, let me just sit back and watch.
Because
no hitches. You know what I'm saying? Not once. So there's just not hitches in this shit.
No.
There's just not.
And this was such a big match for Jerry to come out here in the arena and really, really just hit a home run with RVD. And it's kind of hard not to hit a home run with RVD at this point, but this was really a home run. Though.
That's totally true.
You know what I mean?
Some guys that you just can't have a bad match.
But you can go out there and RVD can carry you like Jerry
more than
holds his own
Yeah,
weight.
yeah.
Yeah, right.
But easily, it's the best matches he's ever had against
but
ECW. Easily.
at this point,
a zillion times over any other.
But I mean, isn't there somebody that you thought that way with you? You know?
I just agree with everybody.
yeah, right. But I think,
Come on, you asked me that question. I gotta say.
yeah, but I think
I'm just
if we-
talking about like familiarity,
chemistry.
Yeah,
like
Sabu and Cactus.
right. Those are you guys jump
That
out to
was
you.
just
Nothing. Just
go.
Just go. Right. And Jerry. Jerry would definitely say RVD was that guy for him.
Yeah, those guys had some really nice spots in here that I had a couple that I can't remember anybody else doing.
And I think RVD would probably say the same about Jerry too, though. You know,
More than likely.
I think if you
yeah.
asked him, I think he would say the same as well. But this was super fun, man. I mean, these two guys just really, really good. And Jerry was coming off that really good match he had with Justin on Heatwave too. So then to go back in Philadelphia, where your home base, that's one thing I want to ask you, Hack, because one of these shows, one of these four that we watched was in Queens. Do you feel like, and probably not for you, but do you feel like other guys were, when it was an ECW arena show, did guys bust their ass harder for the Philly fans versus other spots?
Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of, we're not on the level of like a sportatorium yet. You know what I mean? But we meant more like then, you know what I mean? As being that people wanted to be in that arena and people wanted to perform in that arena. So that's,
I mean, still to this day.
Yeah, I mean, look, AW's going to run whatever
I
on the
think
shows
about
there.
all. Think
if
about.
we built ECW built that house.
Yeah, it's the house you
Straight
built.
that house.
You built that house.
I mean,
not
I don't.
ECW.
I mean, I don't know if like I don't know. Let's just say like a dude like Kyle Fletcher. Like I don't know if he's ever worked in the ECW arena, but like
Osprey.
yeah, but like dude,
whoever.
that's fucking.
Bucket
He
list
like
stuff.
and he's from Australia. Like
Right.
who the fuck knew? And it's like who knows if he ever thought
Well,
he'd have a
Japan,
chance to work
Corrigan
there.
Hall.
Yeah.
I got to work there. You know what I mean? But it's not much bigger than the arena is. It's probably like less than like 5,000 people.
Right, but that's one of those venues where
Yeah,
it's,
where you gotta go.
RVD got his nose broke in this match. It looked
I know
like
he had a rough night.
He
Can't
did.
wait to see what happens
Yeah.
later too.
and he's all bloody. There was an amazing tornado DDT counter into a Northern Lights suplex, which was awesome. And then there was the tornado DDT to the outside through a table by Jerry Lynn. That spot looked fucking great through a table.
Rob did a great job of saving himself, not having to do anything with like it. Because some people will get flown off of the apron, like not knowing what they're doing. He did a great job with his footwork and just doing like a little baby tumble over, not having to do anything
Yeah.
in that. Like
He is great.
There was a Van Daminator then to Jerry Lynn, and he's dead on the outside. And then
What's the one where I got him landed the leg drop when he was on the apron? He literally landed every ounce of his body weight on top of his chest.
Yep.
I thought he killed him there, dude.
So he's
it's not necessarily an easy way to do that, but I mean,
no.
I know. Yeah, your ass has got to land on the freaking apron.
well, yeah, but still,
Oh,
it's
but
not.
dude, that was. I was like, oh shit.
So the,
I had to rewind it to see. I was one of the only time I rewound this one.
Jerry Lynn took a Van Daminator, and he's dead on the outside, and Fonzie's trying to pick him up. And Joey has a great line. He says, "This guy couldn't pick up a check," which is hilarious. And then Fonzie
I said.
Fonzie crotched Jerry Lynn, and then he held up a chair for the top rope Van Daminator, and that was the finish, man. I thought that this was really, really good. Still, again, it's kind
I
of...
wasn't ready for the finish yet.
I wish they went longer, too, but...
Well, no, I just didn't see it coming. And you know,
No, that's a good thing, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, and it's a RVD Van Daminator. Like, you can get it at any time, and I thought this was really, really fun. Such a really good match. Any other thoughts on it, Ollie?
Yeah, I mean, really good shit, dude. I really wish I could see, like, even, like, the majority length of this match, because even this one even looks like it's better than, like, the last couple that I watched, like, of theirs. Like,
Right.
These non-pay-per-view matches, dude, like,
I know.
some are, like, just so fucking good.
Yeah,
Like,
I wish we could get the fan cams of these. Or
I know,
something.
it's like the shit that these guys were putting on every night, like on TV, not on TV, whether you were in fucking Alabama or the ECW arena. Like, dude, you were getting what you were watching right here.
Yep. Hack, any other thoughts on this match? Any other notes?
Dude, God, freaking RVD's the man.
Yeah.
Jerry and Rob, typical great stuff.
And the show ended with Joel Gertner, and he was leaving us with a cliffhanger.
Oh wait, great chair spot with Fonzie. That was real, like freaking in there.
That spot was good, where Jerry blocked it and
Yep.
then turns around and then Rob hits him. Yeah, that was like,
and it was different.
speaks
I'd
to
never
our
seen
time.
that spot
Speaks
before.
to our time. Well, it's like it's a spot that you do, but you switch it up to tweak it just
Yeah.
a little bit, and it just makes it
Right,
that much
exactly.
better.
Joel Gertner was up next backstage with a promo, and he left us with a cliffhanger, guaranteeing RVD will lose one of his belts next week. So that's like a little episodic television, leaving something for the audience watching for the next week. I thought this was a fun show. Up next was episode 278. Shane, Franny, and Joey are in the ring to start, and Shane Douglas says he normally would be getting hummed on,
Dude, that
and I was like, whoa.
That was funny.
You're getting sucked out back. But he said the matches have been so good, he didn't need to get topped off.
Yeah, but you see Franny going like this.
It was
and-
great.
Yeah, like rubbing her
Hack,
legs. That's great shit.
have you ever passed on some top because you're watching a banger?
What?
I knew you would not understand what you just asked.
Have you ever passed on some top because you were watching a banger?
No.
You're always just getting topped off instead of watching instead of watching some good work rate. But Shane Douglas is such
There was great work rate going on with the toppings.
yeah. Shane Douglas was getting topped off by Franny out back. That was great.
I know, it's just funny, like, when he said the line, it's like, okay.
Yeah, like nobody, like the crowd didn't react at all. They were like, all right.
Yeah, he's a sex haver.
Congrats on the sex.
Yeah, congrats on the sex.
Yeah,
Shane
it
Douglas.
was crickets when he said
It was,
that.
it
I
was.
didn't even think about it.
He was expecting a roar. He was expecting a roar.
Yeah, it was like no one's putting over a heel for getting a blowjob.
Yeah.
It's like, well, dude, because it's a good old typical heel heat to try and get a pop and then heel him right after that.
He put over Bam Bam's performance in the three-way, and he called out Sabu and Van Dam for collecting
Was that
too
part
much
of the
gold.
topping too?
I don't know if they were
three-way
involved
Bam
in
Bam?
topping them off. I can't speak to that.
Different three ways.
Yeah, he called out Sabu and RVD for collecting too much gold, and then Gertner came out,
Which is stupid.
and he offered Franny some Twizzler from his suit jacket, which popped me. What
Yeah,
was
it was like a bouquet of Twizzlers.
What was up with that? It was very Wayne's World-esque. He said to Franchise, do you want the tag team titles in your hands, or would you be happy and satisfied if they were just away from RVD and Sabu? He said the Dudleys have a shot at the tag titles. RVD then came out and said he's the whole effing show, which brought out the whole Dudley clan. Bubba then said, it doesn't look like I can take out... He doesn't look like he can take out Sign Guy Dudley. But then he laid him out, and he laid Big Dick out, and then Bubba said, we're taking what's ours. So it's kind of like an ECW segment, just getting a bunch of people involved in your setup.
Did you see how jacked freaking Devon was?
He was in
Because
great shape.
he
Dude,
didn't
Big
have
Dick
his
looked
t-shirt
great
on.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you
Dude, he was fucking huge.
Who'd you say?
Big Dick.
I was gonna. That was the next thing that was
Dude.
coming out. Big Dick was looking big. Was looking big.
I know. I like the
Pun
no
intended.
shirt look for him. Like in the Dudley look, he should have kept going with
Yeah,
that.
well, because during the match he had a tie-dye shirt on underneath. And he didn't look as good. I was like, yeah, dude, you look great.
Yeah.
But no, Devon was in great shape. Devon wasn't like Jack, but he was in
He
great
was
shape.
glistening now. He just a little up in the back.
So out comes Nicole Bass, your girl hack, Jason Chastity, and Justin. And then out you come. And one thing I got to call out here, too, is I love Chastity still selling the pile driver from Jerry Lynn. She's rocking a neck brace here. I don't know if you guys noticed.
Yeah, it's like a Gertner neck brace
It's
almost.
great. I love that. So she's still selling the heat wave thing. And then out you come. You get beer on the Green Lantern fan hack. Do you have any memories about that dude? Any knowledge of who that guy was?
He was a regular fan.
He was a regular fan, and he would go and he would take times of the wrestling matches. So he would write down the times of the wrestling matches. You have a notebook and a pen with him. I used to watch this guy at Ring of Honor shows. And then he would go on message boards, and the only thing he would ever post would be the wrestling times of the matches. It's weird. Hey, whatever people are into.
It's like somebody keeping a book at a baseball game.
Yeah, it's like they're keeping score, but it's wrestling.
It's a
I
thankless
can't
job.
keep that book. I cannot keep the book.
It's a thankless job.
Yeah, somebody's gotta-
that guy was doing the hard
Thank
work,
God-
hard
thank-
hitting work.
Thank God for Cage Match now instead.
Yeah, that's
Green Lantern fan now is outdated. Hack, you kind of slip on the guardrail too, so I got to call you out. I've put over your balance before.
No, I fast forwarded through it. Because I don't want to sit there and watch my entrance.
Well, you slipped and you looked like an idiot.
I'm drunk. I'm a drunk. It fits my character.
I know, it works
It's
either
okay.
way.
Yeah.
It works either way.
Right.
Yeah, no one's chained you fucked up at the Sandman.
They're
No,
like,
just
"Pour
be
us
like,
a beer.
You are fucked up. You are fucked up.
Chastity, you had a great spanking spot with her. And then the drop kick after that was that's my call out for the match. That was like the best spot in the fucking match. I love that.
the
Chastity,
best was the finish, man.
the finish was great too. But Chastity hairsprayed the ref, and you go to.
That was a little weird.
It was a little weird and unnecessary, but it's all part of the whole
Yeah,
thing.
she had to like go around him and be like,
Yeah, get a little. Then you go to pile drive Nicole Bass. Jason super kicks you.
Great super kick.
yeah.
Yeah, it was.
He always had a good super kick. I like Jason a lot.
Yeah. Then there was the miss
Good
with the
stuff.
cane, the side Russian leg sweep, and Justin comes in and he gets your big ass up for the. That's incredible for the win.
Dude, I'm light. Nobody's ever said that I'm heavy.
I'm just kidding, man. It was a great. that whole thing.
That whole
was
the
tight.
finish
Yeah.
sequence
It
was just.
tight.
It really
Nobody
was.
gives a fuck that the match was only 90 seconds.
Didn't
It meant
matter.
Nothing.
Didn't matter at all.
But when the finish is boom, 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 like that's all that matters. And they're only there for the after part of the match. The
Totally.
after part of the match is what's necessary anyway.
It's the whole reason for the match is the aftermatch.
Right, like, hey Justin, let's not go out and do fucking 50 spots. No one's gonna give a fuck.
And it's the same thing
I
as
know.
your Tracy match later that we watched. It's the same thing where it's just about the post match
Right.
setting up the angle, and the angle was great too. Post match they tie you up and they just cane the shit out of you. And Joey does a great thing on commentary, even though the match was very short. Joey puts it over as a big upset, and he mentions that he's only 24 at the time, and he makes as an announcer.
Making somebody else's career.
Making that moment, making that win mean something by putting it over as he just
My idea.
He just beat the 3-time champion at this point. You know, it's a big deal and it's a big upset, and now you're doing a program. So it's a really good angle. I loved.
And the crowd gets me caning. You know, I don't cane Justin, but at least I cane what's his name?
Jason.
Yeah, at least I cane Jason. So they still get that. You know what I'm saying? Even though I get
Well, that was later when you got him too with the caning and stuff.
Yeah.
But I thought this
Yeah, but
was.
it's just like getting over. You don't gotta go over to get over. Like it's just.
I thought it was a great segment, and then post match you cut him.
If I beat him, he's not worth as much.
Right. And they need new talent at this point. They need new stuff going on. And you were really instrumental in helping get Justin up to that next level. You know, and then post-match, you cut a really quick promo.
Yeah, if you're working in the business, take notes.
Yeah. And at post-match, the promo, you said, you lit a fire under my ass, but the only problem is you got to put it out.
That was a good
I
line.
missed the
I liked
line
it.
now. There was something in there, and I was like, God, I missed the fucking.
You didn't like your promo.
No, I had. There was. Say it again. What did I say?
You said, you lit a fire under my ass, but the only problem is you got to put it out now. And I thought it was
That
a
was
good,
the ending line,
Yeah.
which
Yeah,
was
I
good.
don't know.
I thought it was a good line. Justin then cut a promo backstage with all his cronies, and he challenged you to a Singapore cane match. So
Which happened to be the exact same spot in which you did your promo, which was a faulty thing, I think. And it was like literally
Bad
the same
editing.
exact
Yeah.
Bad producing.
Yeah, not great.
So up next on the show was the Dudley Boys taking on RVD and Sabu, but Sabu's not around
I would
because
have loved to seen a picture of him in the back or something, doing something to him.
just
Like taking his blood pressure or
yeah,
something.
to set it up even more. Like
Yeah, like holding sponge on his head.
Who, Sabu?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they kept saying that.
Well, they
he's
said he
exhausted.
Yeah.
He just wrestled 30
Well, let's
minutes.
see a little
I
bit.
thought they said he got taken to the hospital or something.
Well,
They were saying he was suffering
treated
from
for
exhaustion.
Yeah, whatever.
All right, yeah, I might have heard it wrong.
No, Joey said Big Dick went to the hospital
Oh,
for a chair for the
For
and it's like,
RVD.
I don't think anybody's ever went to the hospital for that one.
I know, Big
Especially
Dick would be
Big
like,
Dick.
I got it, dude. The Dudleys were chasing around Bob Ortiz, and Bubba pie faced him in the aisle, man. Bob probably loved it, Hack, right? He's just being involved with that, yeah.
Who knows? With Bubba.
RVD and Devon started for the wrestling portion of this match. They did like a couple wrestling spots to start off, and this was just working over RVD, and you're setting up just for the Sabu spot to come in. That's what the entire match
I
is.
missed when they cut his. When did they cut his eye?
When they cut his high.
Yeah, he had a cut.
No,
on his eye.
RVD. Yeah,
RVD,
He
yeah.
ended
Well,
up with a
RVD
cut
had-
over his eye.
Oh,
Well,
I'm
he
not
had the nose, and then he had
his eye. He got beat up that
Yeah,
night.
I'm not
dude.
sure where he had the above his eye at all. but it-
Yeah,
I didn't
just
catch it
had
either,
I was like,
yeah.
what the freak happened there?
So the Dudleys they're beating up on RVD. They're about to hit the 3D. And then Sabu runs out finally with a chair. He puts both Dudleys through a table.
Dude, that table was
Holding
I
on for
can't
dear
believe
life.
it stood up.
I know.
I'm like, it's gonna go down. It's gonna go down.
And Fonzie's like sitting there like, please, for the love of God.
But while I'm watching it, like I'm having anxiety looking at that leg. I'm like,
Dude,
don't break, don't
my
break.
was 350 pounds.
We're seeing another great case of Fonzie, dude. That fucking table in there right on time.
Yep.
Like, dude,
No, he's
right
great.
at the right time you need it. You don't got to look for it. You don't got to wait for it. It's in where you need it.
Yeah. So then he puts both those.
And no fooling around. The table's up, set up right away. Guys on it. It's
Yeah.
not like a minute before letting all that shit happen.
Fonzie is a master, man. He's like a NASCAR pit crew guy out there.
Literally, he's a solo pit crew.
That's good.
He seriously is.
Good.
Yeah, bro, that's what he is during these matches. Sometimes
the whistle.
Yeah, the whistle going on. Then Triple Threat comes out, and they're about to put RVD and Sabu through a table, but then Taz makes the big save. So this was fun stuff, but, you're setting up for this whole Taz, RVD.
It's this whole interweaving storylines that you all got going on right now.
And this speaks to Paulie's booking, right? You mix everybody together, and everything comes out in the wash.
I mean, dude, the crowd seems with it, so I mean...
totally. Yeah, the crowd's totally.
It's just
buying into
hilarious
this.
watching these things of just like how everything is like just a clusterfuck.
Totally.
like
People would shit on this booking today if this
I'm
was.
just saying, like, there's just so much interchangeable like chaos that just like goes on. Like this person's coming out, then this person's coming out, then this.
Yeah,
then that,
how often
like,
does a three-way come out of a tag three-way match happen, like off the cuff?
Very often. Like it's a lot of the booking is like that. So I enjoyed the show too. I thought it was a pretty fun show, but these matches are clipped somewhat, and they're not the greatest. But the angles were good. The crowd was hot, so it was a fun watch. Episode 279. This one was in Queens. Man, what a building that was. What are your memories from working that building,
Dude,
Hack?
the best part about it is it's like if you stood in the middle of the ring, people. It's an oval. You know what I mean? It's like it's an oval. So the people at the 50-yard line are closer to you than the people in the two end zones of the oval. You know what I mean? But those people, if you're on the top rope right there, those people are like 10 feet away from you.
That's so cool. They're like hanging
They're
on
like
you.
on you, dude. Like on you.
And you could in some of those when the Dudleys would get heat in that building. I mean,
oh my god, people be at the rafters like
I know.
Ready to jump off the fucking
I
thing.
know, I know. And so
that building was fucking awesome.
It
dude.
seemed
I love
like such
building.
a great venue, man.
Since you had no elevator, you had to walk up. You had to walk up like 3 flights of stairs.
And the dude in the fucking locker room wasn't that big.
Right.
No, it wasn't that big. It was fucking tight. In that little corner entranceway, you go right back in there. Yeah,
so
I love
the show started off with Tammy and Chris, and they're out, and they got a huge reaction. And he called out Lance Storm, and then that was that. And then you had
Tammy saying they're not here to see you wrestle; they're here to see my ass.
That's right. They had some fun lines there, and it just more set up for that feud, and really good heat there. And
she was good, man.
She was so talented on the mic, man. I mean, you talk
and
about
like her mannerisms and everything that she did. Yeah, like
when you talk about a valet,
had it all.
Had it all. Like if
dual players.
If she didn't have the, we say this about a lot of people, if she didn't have the personal demons and stuff, like there's no doubt in my mind she could have been like the GM of Raw or something, like the way that she's, on the mic and involved in like a lot of big angles, like later on in wrestling. Like she had that ability to be a great authority figure. And it started out with her in Smoky Mountain Wrestling. Like she just got it from day one in the business, and her association with Chris, like, man, that's like it's a tragedy. It's a sad story, but such great talents, man. Really good stuff.
Sure.
This was a weird thing. Big Sal was out, and then Spike Dudley came out, and he's doing his giant killer gimmick. So at this point,
Spike Dudley with the squash.
yes. So
The one move squash.
The reverse squash.
the reverse squash. So it's like a play.
All right, the reverse squash.
It's what it is, though, Ollie. You're
Does Sal
right.
have the gloves on this one, or did he look like a total just big fat slob?
He kind of was out in like a wife beater kind of tank top thing in this one.
Yeah, it was like he was going
later
to play.
on. Is it?
He
in
had-
that show,
yeah.
Is it where he got to look? He looks a little bit better.
This one, he just walked out of Planet Fitness.
Yeah,
right.
The fans are chanting LSD, and Hack, just last week in 2025, you finally found out what that meant.
What is it, Hack?
do you remember?
LSD?
What are we talking about?
There we go. That's the answer.
LSD, the nickname for
Spike?
Little Spike Dudley, LSD.
Yeah. And
That's why his finisher is the acid drop.
Yep.
Well, I
Yep.
got the acid drop thing.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, sure.
I'm sure you got that. Yeah. So he hits,
Fucking moron.
I'm around these people every day.
he hits the acid
I
drop.
guess I must have known it at some point.
Yeah. I'm sure. That's just like one of those things that got deleted out of your. I don't know. We're gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. He hits the acid drop for the 1, 2, 3. The crowd went nuts. This was fun for what it was, but yeah.
I just think that's great.
It's a good feel mountain.
Yeah. And Spike's awesome. Like, I love him just stomping on his chest afterwards. Like,
Well,
he's just fucking
and he's
great.
like pacing back and forth, do it, and then the
Spike was
wave,
so
like-
underrated, man. Like, he could bump, he could work.
Work, too.
Yeah, like,
Good work.
he was so good. I mean, really, really good,
Never
man.
had to.
Never had
Had to
to.
work.
But
All
he
you had to do is get thrown into like 8th row by
get bealed.
Batman.
just get bealed across the ring by Bam Bam. and-
basically just take the huge bumps.
yeah, but he
Like-
could work though, and he was so
Yeah.
talented,
Oh,
man.
him and Mikey could have some great matches.
Yeah.
Mikey could work his ass off too. Both of those dudes.
Yeah.
Mikey got a chance to prove it more than Spike, but Spike was smart enough to stay in his bounds.
Well, Spike
Well,
had-
he kind of
what I
got
mean?
pigeonholed into that.
Yeah.
Who cares? You're over huge.
and he
Right.
got a big WWE run for a couple years off
Yeah.
of it too.
Yeah, he did.
So he did pretty well for himself, I would say overall.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying Spike did that, but I'd also fucking jump onto the coattails of Bubba and Devon. You know,
Yeah.
like stay there, connected with them, because as long as they're in there, you're probably going to be around. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Absolutely.
He could fucking work, man. He had some really good stuff in
course.
WWF.
And he's always a guy that can go in there and bump for you if you have to, like to
Right.
lose a match or do whatever.
Yeah, I
Right.
mean, dude, he worked.
awesome dude too, super nice guy.
Really, God, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Up next on the show, Hack, you're taking on the Thug himself, Tracy Smothers.
Dude,
Man,
when I heard Hack's music hit, when I saw Tracy in the ring, I was like so happy. I was like,
too.
yes.
I was too, man, because the
So was I.
the FBI were in the ring.
I'm like,
Expect
didn't
me
he
to
just
come
work
out.
Justin and now
Yeah.
he's going against the FBI? I'm like, what the fuck's going on here?
The FBI are in the ring, and out you come. And there's a great sign that said Sandman fears rehab. And I gotta call you out here for this too. You're rocking a huge.
true.
You're rocking a huge hoop earring, like you're Jordan or something. Oh, you had a hoop earring in. I never noticed you with a hoop earring.
That was
before.
98. That was
It
the
was
final,
98.
so
Are you sure was it a pair of nunchucks?
What? No,
Okay.
What?
You know what nunchucks are?
Yes.
I used to have nunchucks where the chain fit through my ear. There was
Did you?
nunchucks hanging.
I never
little
saw you with nunchucks hanging.
No way.
I need a nunchuck.
Yeah, when I had my eye ring.
I know you had the
and I had
eyebrow.
the ball necklace that was tight.
You had the puka
I was
shell.
jacked.
Yeah, you were jacked.
I've never
Rib
seen,
sizzle,
I've never, dude, I've never seen the nunchuck earring.
We have never seen
I didn't
nunchucks.
have them for long because your
Your
earring
lobe?
they would close around them, and I would like to keep it
'Cause
in
they
for
were
a while.
calling
You
you
know what I
gay?
mean?
Okay.
Yeah, they would close around the front.
So then you got the crowd in the palm of your hand as you come out, and you're.
I fast forwarded.
I watched your whole
I
entrance.
did. I fast
And
forwarded.
you're doing the reaction where you go back and forth, like you look one direction, you turn around, look another, and this crowd is just feeling you, man. This match with you and Tracy's not a whole lot, because what else do you expect?
They had your nunchucks in the palm of their hand.
They did. There was a nice finish with the White Russian, with everybody coming in and doing
Timing.
spots.
Once
the
again.
the timing was perfect on
Oh,
that.
dude, just little
Except
shit.
you dropped the cane, loser.
Yeah.
Oh, the finish.
Yeah, but the timing
Yeah,
before
but
it was
other,
great.
like when I go, I do the one slide drive. I do the one slide
You
drive.
did two baseball
The one-
slides.
Yeah,
did
the
three.
other
Went
three
for third.
baseball He
Yeah.
catches me. We go out. We duck. Tracy clotheslines.
Tommy Rich.
Tommy.
Who's behind us? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just
Boom, boom.
the
And
big
then,
dog.
we're right back in.
That wasn't as good. It would have been better if the camera caught it cleaner, but the camera didn't catch that.
And you got those guys out there. You got Guido to play off, and you got Tommy and Tracy.
I'm
Like,
just having such a. It's all right. Here's the thing. I'm having fun when I'm out there with anybody, but this is a different kind of fun. This is just let's entertain ourselves.
and you,
Yeah, because you can do anything and
Right.
it doesn't matter.
Let's just do a little bit of this and a little bit of that and have some fun.
And you got Tracy out there.
Right.
Oh, the
Tracy's
dance.
trying to make me laugh, and I'm like, I'm not gonna pop.
I love his forearms. He's just.
Oh, and him giving me, that was his idea, me doing those blocks. And I've never done those before, ever. Tracy wanted me to do it. I'm like, okay, I'll do it.
So you have the nice finish with the White Russian. You get the win here, and then Justin and his whole cronies come out, and along with the FBI, lay you out. So you're getting beat down by 8 people here. I was waiting.
Is this the first win we've watched of Hack?
No, we've seen
Oh,
him win.
solo match?
We've seen him win some.
Dude, I thought the flag spot was the finish and he was toast. There was no way. If you thought, I would
thought
have
he was
bet,
jobbing to
I would have
Tracy?
bet a serious amount of money that he was jobbing.
This guy's a main event star. He can't
No,
win, though.
but the only reason I thought, because I knew he was setting up a program with Justin, so Hack
Needed a win.
Hack had to go over, and I knew in the back of my head, Justin and them are
ECW.
probably coming out
ECW, yeah.
after the fact. Anyway, even though Justin and them coming out after and them combining to beat up with FBI makes no sense whatsoever. It's just
Right.
ECW that would just happen in my, like, it's one of those things where Hack lost to Justin, so he's got to build back up and beat the smaller guy to get back to Justin again. Like,
Yep.
yeah, it's just that
I wish
booking pyramid.
I wish somebody made the save for you, though. I don't like seeing a babyface just get
No.
late.
Leave
No,
him there.
it's got to be me lane.
Because that,
But
because
no,
then,
no. I'm not saying the beatdown. Like, let them beat you down, but then do a late runoff. Have, like, Axel and Balls run in late to save
nah,
you.
you got to make Justin look strong at that point, and that group look strong for the
To the
payoff.
point
For the
where I
payoff
don't
in the
even want
end.
to get up at the end and get over more than he did. It's not. I'm rolling right away and like slinking away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But
Yeah.
it was a good angle, and it's building up the heat there, and I enjoyed that segment so much.
5-star banger.
5-star banger watching Hack have a 3-minute match with Tracy.
See you on top.
That's all you needed. Up next was a 3-way dance tag title match between RVD, Sabu, the Dudley Boys.
Guido took a great backdrop in that match too.
He did on the outside,
Oh, I know.
and you got the mats there, thank God. But that
yeah,
was
right.
that was
to
nice.
absorb all that content.
He got
yeah.
dude, he got a height on that,
Yeah,
man.
but Guido's in New York, you know what I mean? He's not in the match. It's the only thing he's probably doing that night, you know what I mean? So he wants to do something
To get noticed.
I know these like three fucking third grade elementary like mats, just gym mats
yeah.
laying on the ground.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, dude, that's a bump.
I'm like back bump on the outside. I'm like,
And
why
he
do
took
they
a big
do
one
that?
too.
He did.
Yeah.
He really
Yeah,
did.
that was just one thing for the man.
Yeah. Up next was the 3-way dance tag title match.
Guido just texting with him yesterday. He got me a job. Friggin' Hamilton,
Jersey?
half hour from us on October 25th.
Jersey.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. October
45
25th.
minutes away. Lovely.
Lovely booking
Nice
right there.
and easy.
Nice and easy.
Thank you, Guido.
Thank you, friend of the show.
Get ready
Guido.
for a backdrop.
Yeah, take a backdrop for Hack here, please.
Yeah, you have to. Is he going to be there at the?
No, not Sunday.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying, is he going to
no.
be at the show that you're going at?
He just got you a booking. What a nice
I
guy.
was going to say you should have brought him a case of beer for his son. He just turned 21.
Oh, there you go.
His son just turned 21.
All right. This was a wild match. It's a lot going on between these guys and this 3-way dance here. There was a spot where Franny distracted Molyneux, and then you had
For about 2 minutes too long.
2 minutes too long, and then you have the Machi Crunch with Bam Bam and Bubba. The showdown between Bam Bam and Bubba, as Bubba's doing his sumo thing.
Bubba's bigger.
Bubba is bigger.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
That shows you how big Bubba is.
Dude, I just remember back in the day, dude, he didn't know anything if you didn't want him to do it. You couldn't move that dude.
Dude, well,
No, but he was nimble as shit for being a fat fuck.
yeah.
I mean, the way he was
dude, you
bumped,
see him when he would
takes
dance?
those big face bumps and
Yeah.
shit like that.
Oh yeah.
Dude, can you imagine what kind of
He was light
athlete
on his
would have
feet,
been?
yeah.
You know, 200 pounds less.
Yeah. The
The
showdown.
sumo shit fucking cracked me
Oh,
up.
yeah, popped huge.
Oh, yeah,
and,
that's great.
and Bammer in the 3-point stance, that was like,
He's waiting there forever. He's
I know,
like, Jesus Christ.
it went like,
He's like, will you tell Molyneux to turn the fuck
Yeah.
around already?
yeah, Molyneux was just staring at her tits. I think Molyneux blew the spot there. But that was really cool. And then out comes Taz. And he came out and he laid waste to the Dudleys in the triple threat.
But I like during that first part of it, it was like, all right, everybody's on the outside, but you had 2 guys in there. They got like their spots in, and those guys went out. Then 2 more guys came in, like they had their spot. So like the crowd's not searching for everything on the outside. You know what I'm saying? They can
No,
look at
dude,
the
when you're
situation.
down, when it's times like that, dude, you're down. You ain't doing shit.
Right, and then 2 guys got their shit in, and they got out. Then 2 new guys got in, got their shit done, got out. You know what? And it's a tight building, it's small.
Yeah.
You know, like all the rest of the guys are doing their fucking powder and shit like that. But you don't want too much shit going on, distracting you from what's supposed to be happening in the ring.
Well, and then think of it. You got 6 guys, a ref, and Franny. Plus, you're doing 2 run-ins.
A lot of
Fonzie.
shit going on.
And Fonzie.
And sign guy.
And sign guy. And you're doing 2 run-ins.
What are we up to, like 12 people?
Right.
Yeah, and
And
you're in a 16 bumper with fucking 3 feet in your
with
fucking,
max 4 feet
Yeah, with
in
4
between
feet
the guardrail and the guardrail in the ring.
I know,
Like,
literally.
how many cameramen and security guys and whatever.
Yo, that extra row of seats, you know what I'm saying? Fucking, there's a lot of money fucking in that building because it was small.
Yeah.
I'm sold it out every time.
Shane was then in the ring, and he was begging off from Taz, so he kind of got out of there. Taz
Too
countered.
little, too long.
Taz countered.
He should have powdered sooner, Shane, but that's Shane.
Yeah.
He's
Taz.
like, oh, I'm going to stay here a little longer.
Taz countered the 3D with the Taz
Seriously.
mission, and then there was a Candido splash to eliminate Bubba, but that was right after there was another splash on him or something. There was something. Bubba took
Yeah,
two.
there was something there.
Bubba took a top rope move from Sabu
Yeah, it
or
was to
something.
keep mine. I think it was like a triple jump and then a splash.
Right.
Yeah, it was like a triple jump and then a splash.
But
and
Sabu broke up the one and then let him get pinned by the other one.
yeah,
even though it
he
was
might have forgot
elimination.
the spot.
Yeah, it
because
was kinda weird
It was
there.
kind of like Taz beat him up. Like Taz kind of forced the Dudleys to lose almost because it was like it was like Taz came in and like took them out. And then, it was like triple jump, splash,
It wasn't great.
boom, yeah.
Then you got just Candido and Bam Bam taking on RVD and Sabu.
Wait a minute, hold on. You are right. You're totally right about that. But I didn't even realize it. That it should have been better. It should have been much. I don't know that he was the reason that the Dudleys lost.
Yeah, because that's all.
I didn't even pick that up.
Yeah, that was pretty much the offense that he portrayed. Like, oh, you're going to bring the Dudleys in this extra team. I'm gonna take them out myself, kind of thing.
That's I think what they were going for, but it didn't get conveyed totally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
AI Shane should have got that. It should have been all over that.
Yeah, button number 8. Damn you, Taz!
Then there was a lot of double team moves by RVD and Sabu. There was a bulldog through a table by Sabu onto Bam Bam.
Off the chair, which was a
off
nice
the chair,
spot.
which was a really nice spot. And then there was a flying Van Daminator that took out Candido for the 1-2-3. I enjoyed this for what it was, man. I mean, it's mayhem, clusterfuck, ECW shit. But it's like, again, it's weaving in a lot of different storylines. It's weaving in a lot of top players. And you could see what like the major 2 storylines or almost 3 storylines are. It's Taz, Shane, Dudley's, RVD, Sabu, and then Hack and Justin are like the big storylines going on in ECW at this point. So I think they're doing a good job of pushing those on the television over the course of the first 3 episodes that we
That's
watched.
true. Yo, who did Bubba bomb? I got Bubba bomb down here. Who did he Bubba bomb to?
He gave Sabu a power bomb that was pretty
Yeah,
fucking
it
stiff.
must have been that.
But Bubba's bomb, wasn't that like the full Nelson?
Yeah, it was the full Nelson sit down. The sit down?
I got it wrong then. I don't think he did that.
Okay, well that was his,
Well, you're
that's-
probably assuming the Bubba bomb's like a power bomb, but yeah,
that was the bubble
Yeah,
bomb.
yeah.
Ty. Episode 4 started off with Lance.
Oh, and also when they went to go put Taz in 3D and he worked into the
Cut to
Taz
Red.
mission,
Yeah.
that was good.
That was a really good spot.
I never saw that before. I was like, that's
Yeah,
nice.
that was
Dude, and to like Ty's point earlier about like having 2 guys in the ring doing their stuff and like guys on the outside, and it's like we always talk about, it's like if you're gonna have this many guys in the match, it's fine if you're gonna be on the outside, but be doing something. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't just be sitting there, laying there, fucking
Choke
for 10
somebody.
minutes. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah,
like, choke
15
somebody.
guys
Put
laying
your
on the
foot.
ground.
Even if you have them in the guardrail, just fucking
Anything.
walk over and boot them every couple
Yeah.
of seconds. Or, like, be
Yeah, but
doing something.
AEW, they'll just lay outside the ring.
and WWE. I mean,
But
they
I
all
understand. But ECW would do some of those times when it's like guys are all over the place and they're going on like it's hard for you to watch everything. But at least like with that, it was like, okay, we're gonna just stay here on the outside, but we're giving you something present in the middle of the ring for everybody still to focus on.
Yeah. Episode 280 started off with Lance Storm in the ring, and he brings out Tammy Lynn Bitch, a.k.a. Dawn Marie. I think this was her debut. And they cut up. Man, she looked great. I thought that was really... and the angle now is playing off of you have Tammy, you have Sonny, I got my valet, and let's go at it. The match between Storm and Candido, man, I thought that this one was really fun as well. There was a great spot with the hip toss into the table. Do you think it was supposed to break Hack on that?
I don't remember.
You don't remember the hip toss tie? Do you remember
I
that
mean,
spot?
I would imagine. it
Because then
probably would.
Storm did a really good job afterwards of just going up to the rope and elbowing him through it off the top rope there on the outside.
So, I mean, if that happened, then more than likely.
I think it was supposed to be the break on the hip toss there. There was a huge power bomb to Lance off the top rope, man. I love that power bomb by Candido, man. And then we had, of course, it's EC It wouldn't be EC if we didn't get a cat fight. The cat fight between Dawn Marie and Tammy, man, that was excellent cat fight. Dawn got her
Just
dress
showing all ass
all
on
ass.
TV.
Dawn got her dress ripped off, and then we play off to the earlier finish where
Paul, he's like,
Which
"Hey,
finish?
welcome to the business, girl." You know what I mean? 'Cause, I mean,
Your finish or theirs?
think
the
about
Shane Hummer finish.
Dawn, who's straight nobody, and she's Hulk Hogan
Right.
right here. You know what I'm saying? So,
She gets over night one.
yeah, Paul's like, first thing I get naked.
Doesn't work for me, bro.
Yeah, well, then we had a spot where Lance has Tammy up for a suplex, and Candido used the chain on Lance, and then Tammy rolls up Lance for
Phenomenal.
the 3 count. I mean, like,
With all ass.
all ass showing.
But
and
the
like,
schoolboy, like the small package with like that's just
the timing of that and the pop that she got for the pin on Lance, because Lance was on his promo talking a lot of shit and saying like shoot comments about Tammy being a hoe and all this stuff, and you know they really building up the heat between them in the angle. So the fact that he ate a pinfall loss to Tammy, the building popped huge for it.
it blew the roof off.
And it was like, and it's so stupid having a manager who wasn't even in the match getting the pinfall. And I normally would hate that, but I fucking love that.
Yeah,
like
And then Candido getting naked in the ring, too. after that was
Candido
great, too.
getting naked, showing off his ass afterwards. Was just,
And just running around.
just running
freaking
around.
basically, it was great.
it was great. This is 5 million stars I give this whole angle. Like, it was fucking hilarious. It was great. It was entertaining shit. I mean, what else do you want? Like, when you have a guy that's not, you know, an entertaining guy like a Lance Storm, and, you know, a guy like Chris and him could go out there and have a great technical match any day of the week, but to then mix that in with some comedy, and it brings the crowd in, and I think it takes it to another level.
Absolutely.
And it shows another dimension of both of them as performers.
Oh, the
And-
angle was great through the whole 3 matches or whatever that we saw. You know, there was development.
Right.
They each like every time they did it.
Yeah, I absolutely loved it. Up next was Big Sal taking on Cronus. And Shane had some comments here. He was calling Cronus a tart. Did you hear him call him that a couple times?
Yeah,
on
it
commentary?
was a little weird.
It was a little weird. I mean, calling him out for that.
They called him a tart?
Yeah, a couple different times on commentary. Do you remember that at all about
They
Cronus?
don't do that?
Well, was he slow a little in real life? Was that a shoot comment? No.
Dude, he wasn't the brightest boy.
I don't think anybody in ECW.
Yeah. Who was that?
Well,
Besides-
between him and Perry, I mean.
Besides yourself, Hack, who was the smartest guy in ECW?
Scotty.
Well, Joel Gertner. Who?
Todd.
Todd was brilliant. Okay. Any
Scotty.
Scotty.
Yeah, there was a lot of guys.
What about anybody else is smart? You'd say is like really smart.
Stevie,
the
maybe?
red guy.
The red guy. I love how, God, ever since I've known you, you never call James Mitchell by his name. He's the red guy to you. And now I have to know in my
That's
head.
the only way he would possibly remember him.
I know. Now I have to remember in my head, when you say red guy, you're talking about
Sinister Minister.
Sinister Minister James Mitchell.
Yeah.
But he's red guy to you. Is he in your phone as red guy?
Yeah. Still same number. Of course he's a red guy.
He's in your phone as red
No,
guy.
so the one time I'm pretty sure it's the ECW arena, and it's when he blew the top of his finger off.
I
Yeah.
remember
But
that.
I'm like, I don't know, man, I can't see what's going on, but I hear a big pop or whatever, and he comes like walking by me, not like running like I just blew my finger off. He's like walking by me with like, I don't know, it's something over top, and I could tell he's like bleeding, and I thought it was an angle. I'm like, oh, that's good shit, dude. I find out a half hour later that he just blew his finger the fuck off.
I remember that. Where were we? We were.
I must have been in the arena.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So in this match that we were talking about, Sal went over Cronus.
That's good shit.
Dude, I'm like freaking, what was Paul Piston Sal?
You
What was
fucking
Cronus?
He was pissed at Cronus. I don't know.
I was
Well,
gonna
I
say
mean,
this
where was-
whole thing didn't make sense with Cronus doing the job and then the reverse squash again. by
And then the
Spike.
reverse squash again by Spike, which we just
Yeah,
saw.
right.
Which we just saw.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
this,
I didn't get it.
Yeah,
this,
neither did I.
this segment, out of everything on the 4 shows, was what I liked the least. The
Yeah,
booking didn't make sense.
Yeah, right.
I don't think it got
Well, the
anybody
whole
over.
thing is, instead of, because they just saw what happened before in previous shows recently, so that Paulie's mind's like, well, let me change it up. We'll crush freaking what's his name, and then and it won't be a match. He won't need the pin. It could just be a run-in by freaking
Well, Spike pinned him too.
Spike.
Well, yeah, they remember they. You probably
But
fast
you
forwarded
didn't
through it.
even have to.
They called out the biggest whatever after Sal won. Jeff Jones, the ref, in a walking boot, nonetheless. I don't know if you noticed
Yes, that was
that.
Jeff Jones. Yes.
But they called out the biggest and baddest dude to come face Sal, and it was Spike again, and he gave him another acid drop and like whatever. But
Yeah, we just saw it. It's a rerun.
Yeah.
I guess you're trying to make Spike's second wing even bigger.
Feel-good moment.
Yeah.
Feel good moment. Speaking of feel good moments, the next match, Tommy Rogers taking on Tracy Smothers. Hack, what are your memories of Tommy Rogers working ECW?
Old, like one of those old, an old school type
Dude,
of guy.
He
Like
worked
old school.
every territory, Georgia, NWA,
Worked
world
his
class,
ass off.
Mid-South.
Good looking dude,
and-
chick magnet.
The Fantastics are one of the more underrated tag teams of all time. Him and Bobby Fulton, just an excellent, excellent tag team. The work they did in all Japan, the work they did all over the world.
Yeah,
And
dude, they were kind of like, what's their names now? The guys in AEW.
the Young Bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like them.
But just such great workers. And it's like sometimes you forget that guys like this that had a cup of coffee in ECW, he was working for you guys 97 through 99 doing shots.
Guy was everywhere.
And it's so cool that
On
like
top, like AWA, NWA, everywhere with WWE.
Yeah,
Well, he had his cup of coffee there.
did he? I don't remember him
Yeah,
working
I'm
WWE.
pretty
Yeah.
sure.
But the Fantastics, man, what a great tag team. And like, they don't get the love that the Rock and Rolls or the Midnights or the Road Warriors or some of those 80s teams do. But a lot of people out there know that the Fantastics, man, are top
They used to wear
tier.
my shit, the Chippendale.
Yeah, the Fantastics.
Fantastic.
So Tommy Rogers working Tracy. I'm sure Tracy got a kick out of working him here
Great
too.
match.
This was a great match. I love Tracy so much.
But it was hectic, though. You notice how it was... I don't know. I think they called the whole thing out there.
It kind
to
of,
me,
it kind of did.
I
Like,
think they called the whole
It was
fucking
kind
thing
of
out
like quick.
there. It was a little hectic.
I love Tracy's
Tracy's
punches.
just throwing shit
Yeah.
all over the place.
Him begging off his punches. I love his kicks. That drop kick with the one leg.
Dude, so
Like,
funny.
so-
yeah.
He gets great air on that, man. And
Tracy Smothers.
I loved the knee to the back that he gave him. And then Tommy Rich had him up from like the outside. It almost looked like he had him ready for a suplex, and he just like threw him to the barricade. Then Balls and Axel ran in to clear out the FBI. Guido got color somewhere in here.
I know. Oh, I was wondering that too.
I don't know where he got color off of. And then Tracy's doing his jumping sidekick, his forearms. There was a low blow and then a
The jumping kick where he hit you with like his calf or something.
Yeah.
In the back.
Yeah,
it's hilarious.
It's like an enziguri, but it's not.
Just how he gets his body into that position to
I know.
do it.
And the fact that he's the one doing it.
Yeah.
It's like,
You'll be
yeah.
right in front of him. You'll be in front of him, and he'll take his right leg and get it behind the back somehow.
Yeah.
Oh God! There was
And be
a
like,
there was a low blow kick and a slam, and he won it for the Thug. I mean, seriously, like Tracy Smothers matches. When I watch them, it doesn't matter if they're if it's a good match or what. I have a smile on my
it's
face.
just entertaining, yeah.
Watching that guy wrestle every time I've ever seen him wrestle, and it's just fucking awesome. So
He figures he was up at 10,000.
matches,
Yup.
I believe
He
it.
used to work. He worked every day.
I believe
Every
it,
day
man.
forever.
Oh man, fucking rest in peace. Rest in peace, the Thug. Up next on the show, this was Justin and Jason taking you on. Man, I loved in your entrance, which you probably fast forwarded through. You had a great sell of Nicole Bass as you're doing your intro, like disgust looking at her. It fucking popped me. Yeah, you did exactly that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, she's skeevy. I wrote skeevy.
Justin's just doing chicken shit stuff here. He's letting Jason stay in the ring. You grab Jason's hand and you're trying to bring it over to the corner. Justin runs away. Justin comes in after Jason got like one shot in on you. And then that kind of goes on, and Jason comes back in. And you kind of just rolled up Jason for the win. And it was just, whatever. It's all about the post-match. So, by the stipulations of the match, Jason must get caned 10 times. And he doesn't want to go in the ring, and he's begging off outside.
I was supposed to cane Justin.
Well, you were supposed to cane whoever lost the match.
Is that what it was?
So that was the stip, right? So whoever loses the pinfall gets caned. So, and then Jason's...
Least shocking thing.
Jason doesn't want to get in the ring. He's refusing to go in. They're teasing it. But then they announce on the mic that if he doesn't get in the ring, then he's barred for life from ECW.
Everybody was like, ooh.
Senior official John Finnegan.
Yeah, and Joey's putting...
Senior official.
Joey's putting over that in ECW, we adhere to our stipulations.
AI Shane comment number 10. He doesn't have the authority to do that. Does he, Joey?
So Jason's in the ring, and then
You piece of shit.
you say on the mic, assume the position. He really flinched on the first cane shot
Yeah,
that
he
you gave him. And then
I think that's why you beat the piss out of him. For the
you
next one.
beat the piss out
Because
of
he
him.
flinched on the first one.
I was hitting the man on the other side.
But you have to get the shots in on Jason to do the angle. The angle works here because of the bait and switch, right? The crowd thinks they're going to get it.
Yeah, I'm saying I don't think you went like one at a time. Like you went one, two. I think because he flinched on the first one, you were like, just fuck it. Like I'm just gonna
yes,
get
it might have been well, because we had done that angle in Japan, me and him.
You and Jason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had done a canon thing in Japan, so I'm not. No, but he was. Even if he flinched, it was okay with me because he was stuffed.
Yeah. So then Justin slides in, and you cane the fuck out of him.
Oh,
Dude, you fucking killed
when he
him.
slid under the rope. Yeah,
Destroyed him.
Gotta be a good one right
Destroy.
there. Gotta be.
It's part of the angle.
Yeah, it's gotta be a good one there.
You gotta
It's the
get
only one I'm getting.
right. This is what you get. That's the extent of your heat here.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then it's all you get the shit kicked out of you.
Right.
Because that's what
Gotta
makes
get
it
a
work.
good one in.
and he
So-
gave you some good ones,
Well,
but like
so-
accurate ones
Yeah,
too.
he did.
Like,
So-
he got you like 7 times in a row.
Nicole Bass comes in, and you Russian leg sweep her. And then Justin comes in, and my God, Ty, like, he opens up hell on you with the cane.
He wasn't killing you like hurt.
No,
like,
he was hitting the mat like kind of overhitting
but
you, like.
also hitting you on the head with the fat part too.
Yeah,
Like,
you can tell he
Yeah.
listened to what you told him to, like, where to hit
But
you.
this was a money angle. I'm watching this. I'm like, God damn, this fucking just the timing and everything. It was really good TV. So that was the last of it. I mean, I thought that these were some really fun ECW TV episodes, and I think sometimes it's fun to go back and see the week-to-week TV that like drives a lot of the bigger shows that we watch. And like, if you're a fan following it, this is how you followed it at the time. Like, you either went to a show and saw the full matches, or you went to, the pay-per-views were only out a couple times a year. This is your only chance to like really see these guys work.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, unless you were watching it live on TV or you were getting trading VHSs with somebody.
Yeah.
and these are the small like storyline, like little storylines you're following. Like who knows? Like I don't know who Justin worked before.
He was working Jerry.
Yeah, like he was. Oh yeah, right. We watched that. Like he was doing the Jerry thing, but like this is just another part of a Justin's career or whatever. A feud that he had with you guys, and like the Dullies and Sabu and Van Dam and. The Taz and Shane like accumulation, like all those little intricate parts lead to the pay-per-view matches and like just the history of ECW in itself.
Yeah, no, it's really cool stuff. So
I know. I just wish they
Who's the
didn't
black
fucking
ref?
clip the matches.
I don't know.
I was gonna ask that too. Like,
Joey shouted out his name. I forget it, but I had never
I
seen him
know,
before
we
either.
said the name too, but I don't remember Black Ref every minute.
I didn't recognize him at all.
He was in my match.
I don't understand why they clipped the shit.
Well, it's because you had to fit it in for an hour time limit. I know what you're
I know,
saying
but
is
it's
you
on Peacock's network. Like, what does it matter?
Well, I
You
don't
can
know if they have-
play it for
I don't
as
know-
many
I
however
don't know if
long
they
you
have the
want.
masters of the actual matches where Like WWE Vault may have them somewhere. They might have them in the archive somewhere, but these were the episodes aired as they aired with the music changed over.
Peacock didn't clip them.
Yeah,
this
so
was-
who knows where the master is?
These were. That's why they're for.
Well, you
That's
gotta
a copy
think they
of the
have. You
TVs.
gotta think they have it,
They
right?
probably do somewhere, but
I
if
would think Ron and Charlie got
if you think about it, it's these were all 40-some minutes, so the extra time for the hour allotment are commercials. So
That was
that's-
ECW clipping them back in the day to fit it into their hour time.
Right,
slot,
right,
not
right.
Peacock cutting
Yeah.
it short.
Right.
So I had fun watching these shows. I thought they were pretty good. What'd you think overall, Hack, on these?
I don't know. That was good.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I thought it was good. There we go. There we go.
Good shit.
Next week on the show, we are covering AEW Forbidden Door 2025 from the O2 Arena in London.
Set aside 7.5
thank God.
hours for
Yeah. So
Yeah, when is that?
that's on
Sunday at like
Sunday.
1 p.m. or whatever. So we're gonna catch the
We'll have to watch it over the course of
'Cause
the
we're
week
gonna
'cause we'll
be in-
ship it up to Boston.
housekeeping rules.
Yeah.
They're,
Well, we're not
Fuck,
gonna.
I might not even.
I'm not gonna.
I
I'm not gonna.
might not watch it live. I don't know yet.
Shit for sending that during this, doing this during the pay-per-view.
Make sure to check out YouTube and Reactions, this companion content. We're getting some really good reviews with Hack and Gunky on our YouTube channel.
Check out the Gunk.
If you haven't yet, subscribe, Sandman Pod over on YouTube. As always, listener questions send into sandmanpod@gmail.com. Please leave a name and a town. That's all that Hack ever asks for.
All right, let's see what people are calling us today.
Rick from Griffin, New South Wales, Australia writes
All right,
in.
New South.
Ricky.
Hope everyone is kicking goals and doing well in life. Absolutely loving the pod. Been going back through old episodes and hearing everyone's passion for pro wrestling always brings a smile to my face. My question this week is about Steve Corino. Why do you think he never made it to WWE after ECW closed? He seemed like a sure thing to make it big in the business, but ended up kicking around the indies and for Ring of Honor for most of his career. Always keep up the great shows and good times. Your pod is an easy 4. You're my boys.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you, brother.
Thank
Appreciate
you for
it.
listening.
I don't know. Who knows why?
It's a good question.
I think it's size, because that's the only answer I could give you. Because Steve, and also the fact that he worked a lot in Japan. He had the deal with 0-1 over in Japan. And I think, maybe he would be making more money in Japan and Indies than to sign like an OVW deal for WWE in like 2004. So like maybe it never made financial sense for him.
Or
But
maybe he like kind of saw like there's like he had a ceiling in WWE, and it's better to maybe just be a top dude in Japan or something like that. I don't know.
yeah, I kind of think the same way, Ollie, where like, yes,
That kid was good enough to work anywhere.
he was.
No, he was.
And I look at
But
him,
only certain
But it's
people are
like,
getting pushed.
is Vince putting him over Batista?
no.
In no or
No.
like Lesnar or over because those are the guys that are taking WWE over when ECW's ending. Like
Right, or Orton or Cena,
Yeah,
or,
like,
or,
it's-
or anybody on that roster. When you look at how big those guys were, I think it was a size thing.
and I mean, I think he could have did it.
Totally could have.
He could have been WWE's heel champion.
Absolutely, Steve had all the talents to be world
TV
champion.
title.
Well-
Intercontinental title.
Well, that's where they would have slotted him. But I think he's good enough to. His talent he could have been a top guy, and I
He
think
would have got on the gas if he had to.
Yeah, but he could have been CM Punk.
totally could have been CM Punk. Before
I know
Punk.
it's just those
Yeah, like,
guys
why-
weren't really like
that mo-
over yet.
Well, that nobody had broken that glass ceiling yet until Punk and Bryan and those guys and
Yeah.
AJ and Joe and those guys started to break the what kind of look you have to be a top guy look, and they changed that. And now we look at the business where, I mean, pretty much
Sami
anybody,
Zayn, baby.
Pretty much
Orange
anybody,
Cassidy.
right? Pretty much anybody could be a top guy.
Yeah.
it's all about
Anybody.
right.
Anybody and any freaking acme that you go into.
As
Right.
long as you draw.
Any Wawa,
As long as-
freaking any
as long as you get that-
Piggly Wiggly, anything.
As long as you get that connection with the crowd.
Yeah, as
You
long
have
as you're over.
You got
draw-
it.
Yeah.
Right. So the whole concept of like glass ceiling, I think that's kind of been broken a little bit in wrestling.
Sure.
But at the same time, it's like, there are certain guys where
Well,
I'm
there's
like,
not cruiserweight champions anymore, is there?
no, neither company has a light
Because
heavyweight belt.
everybody's a cruiser.
Wow,
Well,
there's-
no, but my point is, back then there used to be a cruiserweight for the smaller guys. Now there's no cruiserweight.
Well, everybody wrestles like a cruiserweight now.
Well, that's my kind of my point.
Yeah.
The cruiserweight
Well, and the
championship's
world,
gone.
and the world heavyweight. It's not the world heavyweight. It's just you're the world champion now.
Right.
There's no like weight class
Good
established
point.
and then
Yeah,
anymore.
good point.
Yeah.
And Steve's what? Trainer at the Performance Center, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I seen him like twice in the last year.
So he's
Went
made
to
his
see
way
him
there,
forever.
just maybe
Dude,
not.
we saw him up in New York. He like came up to me, gave me a hug. I was like, "Yo, Steve, what's up, dude?"
Yeah, he looked good.
Yeah.
But it's why he could be Santa Claus easy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, he could
got a
totally be
nice
Santa
beard.
Claus. You do a white freaking thing. Yeah, dude, I hope your house is good because right where
In the Outer Banks.
the hurricane, he lives in the Outer Banks right there.
Oh, Steve does, right?
I also
Yeah,
want to give a
getting
shout
some
out.
waves down there.
I also want to give a shout out to his son Colby, who just had neck surgery. He's a worker as well, and I know
He's jacked. I've seen some pictures of him.
There's a GoFundMe currently out there for him because wrestling's how he supports him and his family, and he's not, obviously neck surgery. He's not going to be able to work for a while. So,
Shout out to Kobe. Hope he
shout
gets
out
better.
to Colby. Next up on the show,
Neck surgery is like, dude,
A
nobody
year.
has neck surgery, doesn't have another one.
yeah,
Back surgeries, you have one, you have 8.
Nate
Crazy.
from Colorado Springs writes in,
All right, Nate.
"What's up, Hack and Pack? It's your homie Nate from Colorado Springs, but
What up, Nate?
I'm currently in Kansas City at one of my favorite BBQ joints, Jack Stacks, on my way home from this year's Gathering of the Juggalos.
Oh, dude, we're
all
trying
right.
to get Hack out there. Next year, we're
Yeah,
going.
we're going.
I'm not going to the ring at 3 a.m.
We're going.
We're going. We need to go to the
We're
Gathering.
getting mushrooms and we're going. You'll go in the ring at 3 a.m. off some shrooms.
What a weekend of wrestling. I'll try my best to make my review short because I've got lamb ribs on the way.
Oh, God, we got to hear this whole review.
I'm going to get to the bone. This guy wrote us in. He's giving us the recap of the Gathering. This is cool.
Yeah, be
No,
grateful.
I don't care.
But the audience, we care. Heck, we care about our listeners. What are you talking about? You are...
All right, I want any listener that disagrees with me, I want you to write in for next week and say, no, heck, I absolutely had to hear the finishes at the Gathering.
We're not giving you the finishes. Here we go.
Oh, God, that's even
Oh,
worse.
we're painting your face.
Yeah,
gonna
you
be
are.
an
And
angle now?
Fago all over you. Whoop,
Man,
whoop.
fucking stop.
So he said he missed JCW on day 0 because he
He's
was
going to get beat up, going to get a blanket party.
he was still setting up camp. But he heard that there's Madman Pondo and Mickey Knuckles were fired. Okay. And
All
then-
right, man, Pondo, I like him.
yeah, and then he said JCW taking on GCW was really fun, and he's digging the lunacy era of Juggalo Championship Wrestling. He said night 1 of the war was great. He was ringside drinking Captain and Fagos all night, and he ended up getting kicked out right before the main event. But he does
How did he get kicked out of that place, dude? He had to be doing something.
out of the Gathering.
He get kicked out of the Gathering, he had to, like, knife somebody.
He probably stole a go-kart or a golf cart.
Something.
The
He had to
APA,
be the top guy in the whole thing.
the APA, JBL and Ron Simmons were out, and they beat up somebody from
Nice.
GCW.
JBL was there?
JBL was there. Yeah.
So now you gotta go.
Yeah.
Damn! Jay must have paid him like 20 G's or something.
Dude, the clowns are down with the business, man, all right? He said
You're going.
Holy shit!
He said-
JBL was there?
Yeah, he said night 2 was another awesome night of
What
wrestling.
time did it start? Let us know that next week.
He said security told his crew, and they warned us, but he told them that they planned on behaving. He said his Canadian Juggalo boy was not, and you can't control those guys. And he said night 2...
Hey,
Those
Very
Canadian
true.
juggalos.
Canadian juggalos are apparently the rare breed of them. They're way more wild than like your typical
Your
Indiana-
European
Yeah,
one.
your
Your
European
typical
juggalo.
Midwest juggalo.
Yeah, the Midwest juggalos have nothing on the ones from Saskatchewan.
You don't want to run into a Canadian juggalo in a
No.
dark alley.
Yeah, those are some scary dudes. You can't control those guys. And he said he remembers seeing Mr. Kennedy there, and Vampiro made an appearance.
We're so going.
We are
We're
so
in
going.
the Gathering 2026.
And he said, of course, the IC motherfucking P came out and JCW won the war. That's my shitty review. He said the ICP has made a huge impact on pro wrestling. JCW has been around for 25 years. They've worked WWE, WCW, ECW, Japan, countless indies. Do you think that the clowns deserve a spot in the WWE Hall of Fame? I mean, why not? They're WWE Hall of
Not
Fame has
before
no
Hack.
standards.
I mean,
but-
considering some of the people that are already in there.
yeah, Undertaker's wife's in there, so ICP deserves it, sure.
Wow. Oh, she got somebody else fired too.
Yeah, Mickey James.
No, there's
No,
another
Lita.
one. Yeah, on his podcast.
On
Oh,
Undertaker's
his co-host.
podcast. Yeah.
We can talk about that off air. I got some things to tell you about that.
How
Hack.
nice.
Yeah,
Gunk, how do you not give us that?
Yeah, Gunk, where's your fucking
You'd
sources?
be all
Huh?
over that.
Yeah.
Dude, man.
That is-
Oh, wow.
No, Hack, I had the scoops on this one, brother. I outscooped Meltzer on this. I knew this story months ago, brother.
A Neapolitan scoop, a
Yeah,
double
there's-
scoop, baby, with
Go.
sprinkles.
Adam from Santa Cruz writes in to Tosh Petty and the Hack Breakers. That's a good one. I like that one. Sup, fellas? Figured I'd actually write a question this time. Between the nonstop run-ins during the TLC match, Jelly Donut on the co-main event, and Cena's ramp rise with Cody on his shoulders, there's quite a lot to talk about, but my real question is, what do you guys think of the new ESPN deal? I'm already a subscriber because of the UFC, so we'll know where this thing's going. A monthly paywall, just to be able to then buy the pay-per-view for an arm and a leg. But what a time for AW to become the people's promotion. Keep it up, you filthy animals.
Well, we
I
gave
mean-
our comments on that. On
Yeah, we did talk about that on a prior show, and I mean, look, it's
Yeah.
gonna be all right. I think
I mean, dude, they're
you're pricing out some regular fans.
you're pricing people out, man. And like, from what I mean, I'm not like too into like wrestling Twitter and like what everyone's saying, but like I see some shit and like, dude, people are not happy about this.
No,
Get a fire stick.
get a fire stick. Find a way. Get a what's that? A VPN number? Fake
No, but
online
it's just
thing.
the fact. It's just like if you're somebody who like avidly watches and you want to watch all the shit, and then you're somebody who also goes when they're in your hometown. I can't imagine how much you have to pay for that too. It's just like
No, or you
it's
could
a
just-
lot,
or
man.
you
I
could
mean,
just-
if this is what like you do and like wrestling's your hobby and that's what you love and that's all you really care about, then I'm sure you don't really mind that much. But like, it's a lot.
Yeah, or you could just be gunky and get hooked up with amazing seats right behind Michael Cole. Up next is Krusty from Melbourne, Australia.
Hey!
What's up, Hacky Hack and the Chunky Bunch? I like that one too. My question is, does Hack get royalties from figures that are made of him? I have a whole bunch of his and was wondering if he would get paid from them. If so, you're welcome, douche. Hack's really simmering over this one. He's not happy.
Okay, he's saying something to me.
Krusty's talking to you.
Welcome. We're doing a podcast.
We are doing a show right now.
Putting him over?
He's not putting you over, Krusty. He also wanted to point it out if we didn't see it.
See, it doesn't matter.
Wow. He also wanted to point it out that the Roman Reigns Jey Uso tag match had the same finish as the Wyatt family versus the Shield at Elimination Chamber back in the day.
Nice.
Luke Harper took
Where'd you read that?
Well, maybe Krusty's a smart mark and he remembers things.
That crusty. He just tried to bury me.
He said Luke Harper took the spear from Roman to save Bray, giving Bray enough time to deliver Sister Abigail and win. Where were you on that
We've
one?
seen that a zillion. That's everywhere.
It's a good pull. It's a good
He
recall.
said, where were you on that one, Hack Checker? Wow, so he's calling you out too, Ollie. Love you, lads. So,
Well, if we looked up every fucking duplicate finish, we'd be here all night, I think.
yeah, how
Pretty
about,
hard to come up with a new one.
I'll tell you what,
Unless
Krusty.
somebody dies.
How about you come up with an original name and stop stealing from clowns, buddy, all right? How about that, Krusty?
And
I don't agree with that, dude. I think
What, now you're
We're
yelling
on
at
the
me?
line now.
Your alliances
You're
are all
my
fucked
friend,
up.
Krusty. I love you.
I'm coming to your defense and now you're healing on me?
I don't know who you are, dude.
Oh, God, what a bum.
Yeah, it's the name of all of his dish rags he's got from spanking it all the time, huh, Krusty?
Alex in Long Island writes in, hey, Hack and the Hacky Packy, super important question. Probably the most important question today. Do walnuts belong in brownies? Baking brownies is my
No.
kryptonite, and I mess them up every time. For a stoner that's super heartbreaking, I'm a fan of no walnut. So do they belong in brownies is the question.
No, not brownies.
No.
Well, just regular brownies.
Yeah, I don't.
No nut belongs in a brownie.
I don't mind a nut in a brownie, but I wouldn't say it belongs in there.
It definitely does not belong.
You think you're not happy if you bite into a brownie and it has a nut.
I would say I'm disappointed.
Really?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I'm spitting it out. Probably.
No.
Yeah.
If I'm biting into a I just want to taste the brownie.
I like a walnut. It's like a change of pace. It's I don't know. I mean, I'm not anti. Hack, where do you
I
stand?
love nuts.
No, but that's the
You
thing.
love, oh, you pause.
I love nuts, dude.
I like peanuts and shit like that too, but like
Cut that gun.
Yeah, Gunk, we got him. We got him. We got him. On record.
4K.
oh, I can't wait.
4K. Caught in 4K.
I can't wait for the listener questions next week.
Yeah. Alex, so that's
I I just think a brownie's a brownie. Like if you want nuts, you're getting a Snickers, or you're getting whatever, you know.
2 no nuts, 1 okay with nuts, and 1 loves nuts in attack.
And 1 bag of huge nuts.
Yeah, nuts all in his face. As always, listener questions, you can reach us at sandmanpod@gmail.com. Next week on the show, AEW Forbidden Door and our recap from the weekend in Boston. Check out reactions on YouTube. Like, share, review. But before we go, Hack, the can of the week or the toast of the week?
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Ain't it foggy outside?